Hey guys, welcome to the stream tonight. Tonight we're going to do something a little different tonight and just kind of sit at home and have a discussion about some things going on with the channel and some really fun stuff. We have some really fun stuff. Hello Jessica, hello Jean, good evening, how are you? We had a incredible night last night. Hello Lisa, welcome in. We had an incredible night last night at the Orlando Informer mini meetup, which was a lot of fun. If you guys haven't seen that video yet, I put it out at 9 a.m. this morning, which is totally different than our normal release schedule. Normally I put stuff out around 6 p.m. in the evening, but because I wanted to get the information out to you guys in case you're going this weekend, I wanted to make sure it was out early for you guys this morning. So hope it's all good. Yep, all is well. Still dealing with COVID, but feeling better. Oh, I'm sorry, Jessica. I'm glad you're feeling better, though. I seen the video. It was amazing. Oh, thank you, Gene. Hey, from Team RDA. Hey, how's it going, man? Hope everything is you are doing well and everything is going great. So I just wanted to kind of chat with y'all tonight. Angie is not feeling well. It's why he puts the Cookie Stroll stream back till tomorrow evening. But if you guys noticed, there's been an increase in live streams, and that's something that we're going to talk about tonight. If you see Love Our Life commenting, that is Angie commenting back, so she's gonna let me just do the talking. So basically, you guys know we're always super honest about what's going on in our lives and what's going on. So basically, Angie had a brownie the day before yesterday from Chick-fil-A because it was like part of our rewards, and we were like, hey, let's have a free brownie with our meal, and that was no go. She had an attack, a gallbladder attack after that, and so last night, of course, was the Orlando Informer meetup, which is, nothing but unlimited food and low wait times on rides. So, she didn't feel the greatest going to that. And then, like, riding rides and stuff like that, it was kind of cold out. So, like, certain rides like Velocicoaster, River Adventure, and Hagrid's, which we talked about in the video, we didn't end up doing because it was like too cold for us. I mean, like, we know our friends up north probably think we're ridiculous, but for us, like, when it gets into the 50s, it starts to get pretty cold here. So at least for us, it does. So anyway, I just thought we would come together tonight and talk about that. But anyway, so we tried to find some stuff for her to have last night. That would be appropriate for her, and let me just say that Orlando Informer does a really good job. I talked to Trevor today from Orlando Informer and thanked him for first of all for the media invite. Thank you for inviting us out. That was amazing. That was a great thing. We were not planning on actually going this year, but Orlando Informer invited us out, so that makes our 7th media invite this year, which is incredible. But I let Trevor know that there was plenty of options for her to have it. I think where her downfall was last night, I don't know. We're still trying to figure out what messed her up. Could have been the apple pie that she had, and also the rotisserie chicken was kind of greasy, so that could have been it. But if you haven't seen it, make sure you check out the video after the stream. Let me catch up on these comments here. Sorry, guys. Feel better, Angie? Yes, definitely. Where are my buddies, the dogs? They're with Angie right now. They're chilling. I'm sure they might make an appearance here in a little bit. Oh my gosh, John, loving the hoodie. Oh, thank you. I got tons of comments about this last night. I wore it last night as well. Tons of comments last night. And I think literally every person that worked at every station said something to me about it. I actually had a Universal employee that stopped me and said, "Hey, buddy," they're like, "that's not for another 2 years." And I said, "Yeah," I was like, I'm just wearing it in anticipation, So, yeah, when it gets cooler out, you'll see this out more. And I have a Mickey one too that I love too, which is really nice. But yeah, so yeah, we had such a great night last night. It was just amazing. If anything, it was just a great date night, and we filmed our date night pretty much. And Orlando Informer does an amazing job at putting these events together. If you have not gotten to go to one before, definitely try to save up the money to go. They're usually around $250 a person, something like that. But the experience in itself, I mean, just food-wise and ride wait times and stuff like that, it's great. I mean, it's just amazing. Like, literally, if you want to drink 20 butter beers, you could drink 20 butter beers. I mean, literally, there were some things that we just tried that there's like 3 or 4 things I tried off camera. I didn't even film. And I literally, I know it's so wasteful because we're just honest. I'm not going to sit here and lie, but there were some things that I tried that I took a couple of bites of and then threw away. If I didn't like it, or even if I liked it, because I knew that I had a lot to eat yesterday, and I knew I needed to pace myself. But by the time we got to Thunder Falls Terrace, I was about done. Anyway, at that point, Mario is my life. Heck yeah, I love Mario. Angie and I play it all the time. Gene, don't make me hit you with my pillow. Hit you with the newspaper. Oh no. Talk to you later, guys. Gonna walk around. Oh, okay, Lisa. Thank you. Hope you join us tomorrow night. That is our bigger stream for the week. Yeah, so talking about live streaming, it's something that we want to start getting more into. We've really been enjoying the last few live streams that we've been doing, and it's bringing in a new audience for us, which is really what we want to happen. A whole new slew, as they say, of audience members watching our vlogs and stuff like that. You guys know that we cover a lot of Universal stuff, and we've really started to cover a lot of Disney stuff, and so we want to bring in an environment for everyone to enjoy both parks and everything. So that's why we've been doing live streams over at Disney World, because we're starting to bring in people who normally wouldn't see us because we do a lot of Universal stuff, and starting to bring in them for Disney as well. And if you are new from our Disney videos, welcome in, and thank you so much for that. We recently, as of last Sunday, we hit 4,000 subscribers, which is amazing, and we are really close to 4,100 now, which is great. So we're gonna keep going to 5,000. Lots of food, yes. We love our life vlog. Yeah, awesome, Gene. I gotta talk about that in a minute, about the name. How about SeaWorld? Oh yeah, we love SeaWorld. We go to SeaWorld every once in a while. We have annual passes to SeaWorld. And we go every once in a while. We don't go very much, but hello, Neil. Hope you're doing great. Thank you guys. We definitely appreciate it. Appreciate the support and everything that you guys have helped us do. So if you notice down in the chat where Angie is chatting, it just says "Love Our Life" on there. It doesn't say Love Our Life Vlog. And let me just kind of talk about that briefly. You're getting there, John. Oh, thank you, Gene. Yep, we'll get there, man. We will get there. Yep. I have huge goals. I'm not going to talk about my goals, but publicly, because I never like to talk about that and then not hit them and then be like, wah, 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 I made that mistake of doing that last year when I thought I was going to have, we only had 1,000 subscribers, and then I thought we were going to have 10,000 in the next 2 months. Oh, that's okay, Ange. That's all right. But yeah, so the name Love Our Life Vlog no longer exists. It's just now Love Our Life. Now, that is originally how the channel started, was Love Our Life. And there's a couple of reasons why the vlog was added. Number one, when we were first getting the channel started, we were telling our friends and family that, like literally we had 10 subscribers probably by that point. We were telling our friends and family about it. They're like, every time I search you guys don't pull up or whatever. It kept coming up like some song, like some foreign song that was like called Love Your Life. And I was like, okay, so that can't happen, that can't continue to happen. So I was just like, I talked to Angie about it. I was like, what if we just throw vlog on the end of it? I mean, whatever. And so as time went on, of course, that's what we've become known as, is Love Our Life Vlog. And it's kind of a mouthful for people. And the reason, do I like it? Yeah, I like it. But like in our position where we meet you guys out at the park all the time, we meet new subscribers out at the park all the time. Like, I'm sure some of you guys watching probably met us for the first time out at the park. But a lot of times, I will tell people, they will see me filming, see me vlogging, whatever, and or they'll even just see my camera and they'll come up to me and they'll say, hey, like, you do YouTube? I'm like, yeah, I do YouTube. Well, what's the name of your channel? Love Our Life Vlog. Love Our Life what? Love Our Life what? And it happens a lot, like a ton, to the point where like, I'll just say that I know our subscriber count, and I will say 30% of the time after I meet someone that says that, they'll be like, oh yeah, I'll subscribe to you. And then it doesn't happen. And like, it's not all about, people subscribing, and stuff like that. But like, I mean, I'm just being honest and shooting from the hip here. Oh, by the way, this hoodie has the little Mario down here too. Let me turn it this way. Which way can I get it? There it is. Look at that. It's awesome. But yeah, so that pretty much is another reason why we just changed it to Love Our Life. And also, we put a poll up on our YouTube channel. Make sure you guys follow our community tab there, because there's tons of stuff that we post, polls, and we try to get your opinion and stuff like that. Yes, Angie, we just want to make it easier for us to be searchable to new people that meet us. A lot of our colleagues that we will like collab with and stuff like that, they will be like, wait, it's Love Our Life what now? So it makes it much easier for us just to go by Love Our Life. That was the original inception of it. That's, if you guys don't know the thing, that's what Angie and I used to, well, we still say it to each other. But that's what we used to say when we first got married. We'd say, we look at each other and I love our life. And it was Angie's idea. She named the channel. So, but yeah, so it's cool. So let me get some comments. So sorry. Remember that? Oh yeah, Gene. Yeah, you've been around for a little while, buddy. I met y'all through Gene, and I thank him for introducing me to y'all. Oh, yeah, we really appreciate you guys. My second husband, Mario. I don't think so. Neil, thought your video of Universal East was terrific. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I went with the intent of making the best video that I could make. I thought it was going to be a lot longer than it was, but the edit ended up being only 28 minutes. So, which was nice. We kind of left the event a little early last night. Not gonna lie, we were both tired and we'd worked all week, and so we left like maybe 45 minutes early, something like that. Which gave me enough time to get home and to put the video together. But yeah, so yep. So Love Our Life is what it's going to be called from now on, unless it doesn't become searchable again, which I don't think that's going to be a problem, because I think the way that the YouTube algorithm works and YouTube in itself, I think if you have like under 1,000 subscribers, it's kind of harder for you to find people, because like there's some friends of mine. A friend of mine that lives up in Georgia, his name Mr. Nomad Ben. That's unique. That's easy to find. You're not going to type in Mr. Nomad Ben and then another name is going to pull up. It's going to be his name. So at that time we were under 1,000 subscribers, and so that's why the vlog was there. So now it was an easy change. The URL is still going to be Love Our Life Vlog, but Love Our Life, you can just easily type it in and it shows up, which is great. Thanks to the Jackson Travels, I met John and Angie. Yeah, I remember that. Yep, I remember that. I met you on Delancey Street for the first time, Gene. That was awesome. Gene doesn't approve of Mario. Oh no, Gene, what are you gonna do when Epic opens and she's like just wants to stay in Super Mario World the whole time? I don't know how it's gonna go for you, man. She might have to you might have to grow you out a thick mustache. Just start growing it out and having a little bit of fun. Right after the Blues Brothers show. Yep, it was right after the Blues Brothers show. Yep, because that is what friends the Jacksons love, especially Courtney. The Blues Brothers show. And her love for it has given me a love for it. I used not to like the show. I'll just be honest with you. I thought it was just kind of Then I started hanging around Courtney and Seth, and we would always go check it out every time we were with them. And I was like, you know what? I was like, this is fun. I enjoy it. So every time I'm in the park, if I have time, I will check out the show. That's if I have time. But when are we all gonna get together and go on a date night? I don't know, man. Whenever we slow down in our business, we have so much going on right now. There's something cool that's about to happen with the channel that I can't talk about. It doesn't really affect the channel per se. It affects our personal lives. I can't really talk about it right now, but yeah, some cool things are happening in our life. So we'll see. We might have. I'll just say we may have someone to watch the dogs more often. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll get together soon and do something. First of the year probably be a lot better for us because Christmas time is just crazy with everything going on. And that doesn't include Christmas shopping. That just includes everything going on at the parks and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so just, a few things that I wanted to talk about because, like, I feel like I, don't really get to talk about it much is like kind of my behind the scenes thoughts on stuff that's happened this past week with World Celebration opening at Epcot. That was a fun day. I don't think that that it deserves the hate that some of the hate that it got. I kind of say to myself, like, well, what were you expecting? It's just a walkway in a park. So like, I don't see the hate for World Celebration that much. Like, I don't understand it, I guess. Oh, thank you, Gene. Going to John and Angie's for Christmas. Well, I hear the dogs. I hear the huskies. They must be getting rowdy about something. It's either dinner time for them or they're, I don't know. I have no clue. They have been a mess the last few days. They have just been, I don't know. They've just been in a mood, like completely in a mood. And Angie and I have been super tired. You can see right now, I'm just like, oh, Angie's feeding them. Okay. It's filling up the trough time for the doggos. But yeah, so, World Celebration, I love it. I think it's pretty cool. I haven't seen it at night yet. And that is part of the reason for the cookie stroll tomorrow night, which I hope you guys will join us for. We're going to go cookie strolling and try some more cookies on our little Epcot little pass thing that we have, and our Epcot little booklet or whatever it's called. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Probably going to go live for four hours tomorrow, somewhere around there. Since there are charging stations in World Celebration now, I can take my phone over there and charge it if it doesn't stay charge that long. I really probably need to upgrade to a new iPhone soon because my phone literally does not stay charged at all. It's at 46% right now. Now, I have used it a lot today, but, why wouldn't you want to get a new phone? Butterbeer time. Oh, yes, I had 2 last night. I didn't finish either one of them, though. It's called a passport. Oh, yeah, the passport. John, is Celebration have their Christmas lights up now or no? No. Well, yeah. They do have them up over here in the town square area, but they don't have them up on Jeter Bend. Like they're not doing that anymore. I think people complained and got tired of people coming to their part of the neighborhood and walking down there, and that's why they stopped. I don't know. I can't confirm. I just know a buddy of mine told me that last year was going to be the last year that they did it on Jeter Bend, which is really sad because we live so close to Jeter Bend now. Like, as I say, a stone's throw. And last year we lived about 45 minutes from there. But now we literally live like a minute away, depending on red lights, Any more challenges coming up? Yes, we do have some challenges planned. We have some video challenges planned, not live stream challenges. Neil, are you talking about the challenge of the tram versus walking in the parking lot from the other day? Because that one I lost huge. I don't know if everyone saw that, but Angie and I we've always had the theory that, hey, it's probably faster just to walk back to the car than taking the trams at Disney. And Angie proved that to be true the other day. If you want to, go back and watch our live stream from this past Sunday. And Angie beat me by, I think, I went back and looked, she beat me by like 8 minutes. Something like that. Because like the trams, you have to sit there and wait on everybody to load and unload. And then they didn't even take me to the right spot. They took me to the end of the parking lot, in which I had to walk anyway. So it wasn't even beneficial. Like, it literally was not beneficial to me at all. So that's kind of why I say, like, don't worry about, unless you're absolutely dead at the end of the day and your feet hurt so bad that you can't walk anymore, which Angie and I both have been there, then take the tram. But if not, if you want to get out of there as fast as possible, just walk. Butterbeer challenge. Oh, I don't know about that, Gene. Ooh. We kind of did that last year at the Orlando Informer meetup last year. My buddy Paul and I did that. And I won, of course. But yeah, so we'll have some different challenges. Tomorrow I want to just go around Epcot and just hang out. Just have fun at Epcot. And I want to show the new fireworks show, which we haven't seen yet. I want to check out World Celebration at Night, which I haven't seen yet. Just have fun. Like, we kind of want to take our live streams in the thing of we're just hanging out at Disney. We're all hanging out at Disney together. Like, no certain agenda or anything like that. And more Disney live streams will be coming. The plan is for right now 3 a week. Now that could change, so I'm not gonna hold myself to that, because it just depends on how the week is going, to be honest. Oh no, Gene, no. Somebody ban Gene for that comment. That's ridiculous. We are never ever doing a Beverly challenge. Neil, you'll be watching. Good, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. So I'm not done yet. I'm not leaving, but make sure you tell all your friends and everything about the live stream tomorrow. Let's get as many people in there as possible. Let's just have fun and enjoy it. Have some plans for Christmas, some things around Christmas time. You might talk me into a Christmas Eve live stream. We'll see. That would be a lot of fun. To me, though, living here, I don't the older I get, the more I don't like presents, the more I like just hanging out at Disney as my Christmas. That's fun to me. I would rather do that and then have a good meal, just to be honest with you. I like Beverly soda. What time tomorrow? 6 p.m. tomorrow. 6 p.m. tomorrow. Definitely 6 p.m. I was thinking about doing 5 p.m., but that could change, depending. So let's just say 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the stream tomorrow, because I want to give us enough time to check out the show and everything, and we'll stream all the way to the parking lot again. We'll do another challenge tomorrow night. But those are always fun to me. Just hanging out with you guys and just whatever. This is what this channel is about. It's about you guys. It's about helping you guys out and stuff like that. So you guys can come over for Christmas. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I think we've already got plans, but I definitely appreciate that. And then I will be leaving, going out of town late Christmas night. And I may or may not have a vlog for you guys like that. I don't know. We'll see. But they are fun to watch. Oh, thank you, Neil. Appreciate that. Okay, so one thing I want to talk about real quick. We'll keep talking. But one thing I want to talk about real quick, and before we get to this, I was going to make a whole separate vlog type video on this, but I just want to talk about it live. And when I talk about this is something that you guys are not obligated in any way to participate in or feel that we are pressuring you into something. This is just something that we have been talking about. You guys know we have channel members and we have some Patreon members as well. And I just wanted to talk about this real quick. We have some new perks and new Patreon channel or Patreon member perks as well that we're going to go over. So basically, if you become a channel member or a Patreon supporter at the $2 a month tier, this gets you the new videos before anyone else gets them. Even if it's like 20 minutes, 30 minutes early, you guys get them. Sometimes I don't have the videos done in enough time to give you them like 2 or 3 hours early. But you will get them as soon as they become available to where they're processed and through there. So that's at the $2 tier. $5 a month, you get everything in the $2 tier plus a postcard with a handwritten note every month, and for special occasions like your birthday, Christmas, stuff like that. That is kind of what that is for. And then the $10 a month, you get everything in 2 and 5, plus a brand new sticker included whenever the postcard comes. You will get that, so keep that in mind. We do have to get stickers, so this is going to start launching. I mean, it's launching like tomorrow morning. Whenever I update everything, it'll launch tomorrow morning, but all the perks won't come until next. Well, if the video perks will come like as soon as the video comes out, but all the other ones will come next month. And then the $25 a month tier, which is outrageous, and I don't expect many people to do it, but if you do that, I wanted to give you guys the best thing that we can do. As you notice, we've started to come out with brand new shirts for every event, every occasion. We have brand new shirts, $25 a month, all tiers, the 2, 5, and 10, plus a brand new shirt every quarter. So yeah, I mean, it's just something that we, if you guys end up supporting our channel, that we want to give back to you. Of course, there is no obligation to give us any money whatsoever or to do anything like that. You subscribing to the channel and commenting is enough, but for some things that you guys may want to see us make, like food reviews and stuff like that, it does help us out to make those videos more often. So those options are there. That whole thing will launch tomorrow at a certain time tomorrow. By the time we get on the live stream, the new Patreon and channel member tiers will launch. So some of you guys are already patrons and you're already channel members, so we greatly appreciate it. I get this question asked a lot, like, would you prefer Patreon? Would you prefer channel members? To be honest with you, Patreon is probably the better way to go. You're still a channel member when you join Patreon, but Patreon doesn't take as much as like YouTube. So like, say if you give $2, Patreon gives us $1.85 or $1.80, something like that, where YouTube would give us like $1.25, something like that. So dollars and cents. I want to move away from that because that's just something that I'm not ever comfortable with talking about, but I do have to mention it because we do have those services, and I just wanted to mention that, just in case anybody ever wants to participate in that, because like I said, I don't ever want to pressure anybody. I want always our channel to be free. All of our content will be free. There'll never be a paywall to get to our content. Never. I don't ever feel obligated I feel bad actually when people get, but we do have these things set up just in case people want to see us do more things than we do now. John, you need a dog sitter. Yes, we do, but we need a very good one. A very good one that we trust. Our dogs are very skittish, especially Ray. She is very, very skittish. She does not, I don't know, like, she doesn't really trust anybody other than me and Angie, really. It's not like she'll bite you or anything, but she doesn't really trust anyone but me and Angie, pretty much. And sometimes she doesn't even trust me, because I'll take her out to go use the bathroom and she'll freak out because she thinks somebody's going to be out there. And there's never like anybody out there. She just thinks that She just thinks that someone's going to be out there to kill her. But it's funny because like our apartment, we live on the bottom floor, so the top floor and the third floor above us. And this dog is so smart that she can tell when somebody is roaming around up in the third floor. She'll turn around, look up the stairs, and her eyes will get like this big. She always like freaks out, like, what was that? And you know, it's like, you know, they say dogs can't make facial expressions. Yes, my dogs can make facial expressions. They definitely can. You want to see the doggos? Angie, are the dogs still eating? Or have they finished their meal for the evening? Also, here's this last night, our band. I showed it in the video from the Orlando Informer meetup. Right there. There it is. 12/7. Told Angie, I said, these things look like you just went to the hospital. But yeah, so when the guy put it on mine, I mean, I have huge wrists, you know. He put it like way up here, so it started sliding down. It was super loose the whole night. So they are still eating, okay. But yeah, so it's just little keepsake that we keep for all the things that we do, like media events. Behind me, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Right here behind me is all of our media event lanyards. It's starting to get pretty full back there, but I keep them all back there. So I just like keeping that kind of stuff. Call me crazy, but I like keeping it. Gene, where I used to work at in the building, these take care of some of the resident dogs. Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we might have a dog sitter soon. We might. There was actually somebody in our building that was offering to dog sit with dogs, and I can't remember if we reached out to her or not. I think we did, but she didn't either respond or we never sent a message. I mean, like, we literally get, like, people asking us all the time, why don't you ever do this because of your dogs? And, like, well, like, our dogs are like our kids. Like, they really are. And you guys can see them in the video that they're very much our kids. They are very much our kids. They literally, you know, they get naughty. They're really sweet. And you know, but they're good dogs. Do you guys buy a lot of merch at the parks? Depends on the time of year. Usually at Christmas time we buy more stuff. Angie and I kind of have this thing where we give each other a little bit of money, and we go to the park and just get whatever we want. And usually, like, there's a 30% off at Disney going on at that time. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, overall, we don't spend a ton of money. Like, literally right here, I have them all on my desk because I have them all charging. But let me take them off real quick for you guys. Like this here, Universal is your second home. Yeah, absolutely. Try to hold this in a way that looks presentable and cool. These are my 3 Magic Bands here, Magic Band Pluses. I always use these at the parks all the time. They are my favorite. These 2 right here are my favorite. The Iron Man and the Epcot ones are my favorite. But like, if I'm gonna spend my money on stuff, it's gonna be stuff like this. This is the Walt 50th anniversary one, which is awesome. Here's the Epcot one. This is the 40 years of Epcot. And Disney kind of suckered me into getting this one because we were told that they were only going to be sold one day. Little did I know they were going to be sold multiple days. And then this is the Iron Man one. This is my second. Well, this is probably my favorite. And then of course you can like, let's see if it'll work. This is the one I have charging right now, but is it gonna work? Oh, there he goes. Yep. See, and they light up with the shows or with the things that are going on. They actually have them lighting up with the trees right now at Disney Springs. No, don't focus on me. Focus on this little guy. Focus on this guy. There we go. Gotta hold my head down. There he goes. It kind of lights up right there. And then like an Epcot one, which is awesome too, because it like lights up with all the colors right here too. Well, this one, I think this one's dead. This is the one I probably wear the most, the Epcot one. But yeah, they're really nice. I always wear it like, you know, I could just use my Apple Watch to get in there, but like these are my favorite. I love these so much. So I'll always be a Magic Band guy, but that's where I pretty much like, that's the kind of things that I buy at the parks, of course, and my lightsabers and popcorn buckets and stuff like that. But that's the kind of stuff that I usually buy at the park. Yo, he said Lucky Charms. Oh my god. Oh man. John, what camera are you using now and at the parks also? So I am using the Sony a6700, which is brand new. It actually just came out in August, either end of July or August. It is an upgrade from the a6600. Yes, this is the one I use for live streaming and the one I use for our vlogs. Now, live streaming, I just use my phone. That's just easy for me. But yes, the Sony a6700 with a Sigma 16mm lens that is got an aperture and f-stop of 1.4. That's the lowest it goes down to, is f1.4. And I don't know if anybody even understands what I'm saying, but that is kind of what I do. And then I have another lens here too. Let me pull this over. Here's my bag. This is my famous bag you guys see in all of our videos, right? This is the this is the one that I carry around with me all the time. And I need to do a video showing you guys what I have in my bag. I keep an extra battery. Of course, batteries are essential. And then this is the kit lens that came with my old Sony a6600. This one right here. This is the f3.5 18 to 135 zoom. So this one actually has the zoom on it, nice and easy, and it has an autofocus on there too, which is great. But this lens is really good for when my face is not in there, like focusing on stuff really close like that. That's why I bought this lens, because when I'm showing merch, it's probably best to have that. But this one, yeah, this one was the original kit lens that came with it, but it does its job. This one actually dropped a few months ago. I don't know if you can see it or not. I had to go in here and fix it, but the bottom of it had come unscrewed, so I had to go in there and fix that. But luckily I was able to fix it, and it was great. Which iPhone you got? We had the iPhone 13 Pro Max, if you're counting the Pro Max version of it. But yeah, so definitely camera stuff. I love camera stuff. Eventually, I had the choice to get a Sony a7 IV or get the a6700, which you see. And why I chose the a6700 is just basically features, things that will help me out at the end of the day. One thing that it's just a small thing, but there's like the flip screen, which I can't flip it around and show you, but the flip screen on it has like there's like on the A700, there's a box where it like shows that you're actually recording. And on this one, it's just one little teeny thing about this big that says recording. So that's one of the downsides of it, but it shoots in 4K 24 frames per second, and it can go up to 4K 60 frames per second, which was a huge selling point. Although I don't really film much in 4K 60 frames per second, I do like having the option to do so. The only problem with shooting in 60 frames, 4K 60, is it kills the battery like that, and the storage is huge, like huge. Every vlog that's 20 to 30 minutes long, depending on whatever, is like 45 gigs every time on the SD card, which I have a 128 gigabyte SD card, which is nice. You definitely have to have that for that, but I try to make sure that I have enough in there to where I can make sure I do the shoot that I need to do the shoot I need to shoot. That I'm never left with a thing where I don't really know what I have with me, and I always like to be prepared for everything that I do. So kind of call it overkill, maybe a little bit. I would rather overkill than underkill, and definitely I think my biggest thing is quality of video footage and of vlogs. So a lot of times if I shoot something and it's not up to good quality, it won't ever come out. So there's probably at least I know there's like 10 vlogs on this thing. This is my external hard drive that you guys may see someday, but you may never see. So it's one of those things. Like, this is my external hard drive. It's a 1 terabyte hard drive. There, I have stuff in this from back when Love Our Life first got started. So, but maybe if you're a channel member, you'll get an exclusive. Exclusive. This is our 3rd vlog, and it really sucked. A vlog. I'm starting to get into music. Oh, awesome. Music's one of my other passions. I used to be in a band years ago. And, but I don't have time for it anymore. I used to be in a Christian metal band. I was the lead singer. And I played, and for a certain amount of year I played bass too, but music's a tough thing, man. And music nowadays though is cool because you can just make it at your home on your own. You don't have to rely on a producer or whatever. You can just make it at home. If you have computer equipment and stuff like that, you literally can do it. So I'll sing something for you now. No, I'm not one of those singers that can be put on the spot. I have to get into it. I have to build up to it, whatever. But if you want to look it up, it's on YouTube. It's still on YouTube. It's called Beyond Bethel. I'll type that in the chat so that you guys know. Beyond Bethel. It's heavy metal. So make sure you prepare for that. But yeah, so we did that. Me and my brothers did that for a few years. And we had the opportunity to work with some pretty big people and to have a deal that was kind of laid out in front of us. But they wanted us to change like some of the message in our songs, and they wanted us to kind of change our style, and we didn't want to do that. Plus, we had members that really weren't committing at the time, or one particular at the time. So we were like, well, if we all can't be together, and we're not in the in even talks to be able to go full time. But it's definitely something, being a married man now, that I wouldn't have understood back when I was a single man. That there's no way that I could be in a band and tour now. There's no way I could do that. But not to be cliche and sound cheesy, I love my life. I love what I'm doing, and I enjoy every second of it. I literally would not trade my life for nothing. I have the best wife in the world, and I'm not just saying that because she's watching, but I do have the best wife in the world. I have the best dogs in the world. I live in the best city, I feel like, in the world. I was actually talking to Angie about it the other night. I said, that for the first time in a long time, like after moving from Tennessee, like I never felt like that I was at peace living here. Like I never felt at home until we moved into our new apartment, and now I just feel at home. I feel like this is the place that we're supposed to be. This is where God has designed for us to be, and we're gonna stay and do it. And we've kind of set out, and we've kind of we obviously, I talked about earlier, we still have goals. You do, best YouTube family. Oh, thank you so much, Jessica. We do have goals that we want to accomplish, but like some of the things that before we ever moved here and said that I wanted to accomplish, like these weren't like things that we publicly said. It was never something that we publicly said. It was just something that we would talk, oh, this would be awesome, this would be so cool, if this happened or if that happened, and wouldn't it be cool if we got to know this person, whatever. Pretty much all those things that we've talked about have happened. The people that we've come to know in the YouTube community, you guys probably know them. We've gotten to know them, become friends with certain ones, and it's really cool. It's really crazy. Is you can watch someone on YouTube and admire what they do, and then you get to know them, and you're like, dang, I respect you even more. You and Angie were made for each other. Oh yes, that is definitely true. But yeah, so like one of the things that we always dreamt about was like, what if one day we get to the point where like Universal invites us for a media night, and what if it's Halloween Horror Nights? And that happened this year. Not only did we get invited to Halloween Horror Nights, we got invited to the holiday celebration event that they did, the Grinchmas event, which was really cool. And so that's kind of like a couple of goals that we had. And, we thought that those things would be like, something that would come like way later. But that's why, like, at the end of the day, like, I'm so faithful to Universal, even though we've incorporated more Disney stuff, and we'll continue to. Like I've told you guys, it's going to be a 50-50 thing now. But, like, the more that we incorporate that kind of stuff, I always will be faithful to Universal. I will always defend Universal, even when I don't agree with maybe decisions that Universal makes. I will always defend Universal, because Universal gave us a shot. Universal believed enough in us, in our channel enough to say, hey, you guys bring in enough views to be considered influencers here on a media night, and I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty telling of Universal and the people that they have working for them. It's definitely something. It's really, really crazy because last night at the Informer meetup, I told Angie, I was like, it's just crazy to think about when I was a kid and I came here with my dad back in 1993, I think it was, and I got to ride some stuff with my dad, and hopefully, and that was an impact because my dad passed away 2 months later after that. And so those memories are always there for me. And that's why Universal will always be special, because it's the only theme park that I ever got to go to with my dad. I was 6. Yeah, I was 6 at the time. So yeah, Universal is the only theme park that I ever got to go to with my dad, and SeaWorld too. That's why SeaWorld is very special to me as well. I don't know. I have different things, and I love Disney World, and Disney World is very very much a part of my life and my heart now. But Universal will always hold that special place because of that, because what it's given me as far as memories go. And last year they did the retro tribute store going back to the 90s, and that was, I teared up. It was so great because all I could think about was my dad. When Confrontation was there, where the Mummy is now. If you don't know, it was a King Kong ride at the time called Confrontation, and I remember being really scared about getting on the ride, and it was my one memory that just stands out to me about that trip was my dad telling me it was all gonna be okay. And that's not to get super emotional or anything. It's just the truth. I had a great dad and a great mom, and very thankful that they raised me to be the man that I am today. But yeah, so that losing my dad very early, and then having Universal as my park, you know what I mean? That's the thing. And then yesterday when we walked in, it's been 2 or 3 weeks since we've been back to Universal. I walked in and I told Angie, I was I'm so glad I'm here. As much as I get tired of please don't take this wrong, as much as I get tired of Universal during Halloween Horror Nights, I feel that event goes on for way too long. As much as I love it, I just feel it just goes on for way too long. It's just, if I leave for a little while and I come back, it's just boom, it's back there. So I never want to get to the point to where Universal is stale to me. For sure. Hopefully I get an invite soon. Yeah, for sure, Jessica. Me too, John. Universal. Neil, been there. I hear you, John. Yeah. And it's your comfort zone. Yep, Universal definitely is my comfort zone, for sure. There's some things at Disney that I'm really starting to get into that place, comfort zone wise. But I know Universal I know the back of my hand. You know what I mean? I know Universal that well. I'm getting to the point now with Disney I could walk around blindfolded. That would be that's the next challenge, Neil. That's the next challenge. How far John could get into Universal with a blindfold. It might be a little dangerous with all the curbs and stuff like that, but yeah, I'm getting to that point now with Disney. I can find my way around blindfolded. It's just funny because last night Angie was trying to find her way out. And she just stops, and I'm turn right, Turn left. And I joked about it in the vlog about how she said we should have these little earpieces that I can talk into and be like, hey, turn right. Hey, turn left. And I think there was something like, I think she was at Animal Kingdom with her son one day, and they couldn't find the Starbucks. And she's like, oh, I wish we had John here. I was like, yeah, I could tell you right now where Starbucks is at Animal Kingdom. The store was cool last year. Yeah, it was very cool last year. So does Mardi Gras go on for long? It goes on for about 2 months. I think it's like February to April. I'm pretty sure that that's what it is. February to April. So don't blame me when I go through hard times and go to Universal, takes my mind off stuff, just relax. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But we're very blessed. We live here in such a great area. It's expensive to live here. It definitely is. You don't have an extra lot of money to do extra things. But hey, like you can go to a theme park. Your bills are paid. You can go to a theme park. You can get some theme park food. Just hang out for a little while. That's the life, right? I mean, for sure. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I'm gonna hop off of here, and tonight is my gaming night with my brother. So I gotta prepare for that. But anyway, tomorrow we're going to be live from Epcot around 6 o'clock, maybe a little earlier. We just mark your calendars for 6 o'clock because we will be hanging out there. We're going to do the cookie stroll. We're going to check out World Celebration. Angie should be there. Hopefully she is feeling better by tomorrow for sure. That's why I'm glad I met John and Angie. We're glad we met you too, Gene. That's why Universal is my second home, because I don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, absolutely. Neil Sweeney, love you both. Oh, we love you too, man. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. But yeah, we will see you guys tomorrow, 6 p.m. And come hang out with us. Tell your friends and your family, like, hey, check out Love Our Life. Become part of the family. Become part of Lifers. And remember we had that joke? We were going to call our channel members Lifers. I'm just kidding. But yeah, become part of our family and tell them to come join us. And let's just have a nice night at Epcot, just hanging out and just having a really great time. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. And remember, the road goes ever on.